already.
Oh, come on. Your brother can wait a little while.
Yes, well, we know it wouldn't be a little while.
Oh, Hi, go be with your brother. Leave me here all alone.
Well, actually, I was hoping I could cheer him up a little by asking him to be the baby's godfather. What do you think?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm worried about him. I mean, he's been through such hell the past couple months with Rosanna leaving and then her sudden return.
Think they'll end up getting back together?
I don't know. He loved her a lot.
And she broke his heart.
True. But Paul's not one to easily forgive once he's been burned. I just hope he doesn't do anything out of anger or confusion. You know, something that could get somebody really hurt.
How'd you know I was back?
I had to find out from your mother. Clearly, you weren't going out of your way to see me.
I've had a lot to think about.
Yeah, well, I've only been thinking about one thing, how much I miss you. I want you to come home, Emily, where you belong. At least give us a chance to fix this.
I don't think we can do that. I'm sorry.
Look, I know I've been kind of shut down lately, and I've said some things that I really shouldn't have. Things about Chris Hughes that should have stayed in the past.
No, it's not you. It's me.
Your wedding dress?
Phyllis, I thought I told you to arrange for a new dress to be sent over.
I'm sorry, ma'am. With such short notice, it's difficult to find a new one without having it altered. I'm sure Mr. Ryan won't mind marrying you again in this one.
I'm not marrying Mr. Ryan, and I'm not wearing that dress. I'm marrying Craig Montgomery.
Well, I don't care what it costs. I want more. I want white roses everywhere. I want a sea of them all around the gazebo.
I can hear you.
Huh?
You scheming louse.
Hello, Carly. You're a tad early. The festivities don't start till later.
I am not here to join in your festivities, Craig. I'm here to tell you that if you think that you are marching my sister down the aisle again, you are crazy. This so-called wedding is not happening.
Well, things have certainly changed since last time I was in town. It used to be you would do just about anything to keep from coming out here to the farm.
My grandchildren are staying here. I've learned to make sacrifices. Is Lily upstairs?
No, I haven't seen her yet this morning. Did you come to tell her about that biopsy?
Please. We have covered all of that. And I don't want anyone to be bothered when even I don't know there's something to be bothered about.
I just don't want you facing this alone. Why are you so afraid to tell anyone?
I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay, fine, whatever. Have you at least scheduled the surgery?
As a matter of fact, Dr. Bird had a cancellation, so it's this afternoon. Well, if Lily is not here, then I'll be on my way because I've got to get myself pulled together for a fundraiser. And,
Wait. Oh, you're thinking of going out on the town tonight?
well, in these modern days, you're released from the hospital an hour or two after the procedure.
Yes, but you're not going to be feeling so hot. And if you're still nauseous after the anesthesia, well, you'll be spending most of that fundraiser in the ladies' room. Did Dr. Berg tell you what to expect?
Well, I guess she did, but maybe I didn't hear her properly. Perhaps you could fill me in.
I thought you were in a hurry.
I am. So start talking.
Tell me it's not true.
Hello, Carly.
No, don't. Hello, Carly, me. Craig's got the gazebo decked out like the Sistine Chapel. Rosanna, tell me you're not going through with this.
I am.
Why? Well, he's forcing you to do it, isn't he? What is it? What is he holding over you?
Oh, excuse me. What exactly is going on here? It looks like you're about to...
About to have a wedding. We are.
Who to who?
Me to Rosanna.
Well, you're kidding, right?
No, I'm about to get married to Rosanna again.
What? What's the catch?
What catch? You should understand, if anybody should understand. My love for Rosanna is about as dead as your love for Mike. And if you had another chance, don't tell me you wouldn't jump on that.
Hey, is Jen around?
Nope, she went to see her brother. Something I can do for you?
Well, she's got to sign off on these specs.
I'll make sure she gets them. Anything else?
Yeah. Why don't we try to, assuage this friction between us a little bit?
Jesse, I don't have a problem with you, as long as you keep the boundaries straight.
Well, that goes without saying. I obviously have great respect for your wife's pregnancy.
Bodyguard's a little excessive, don't you think?
Craig's a problem that's not going away. And Deacon is good support to have around.
Unnecessary support.
I also talked Jen out of using this sleazebag lawyer that your mother-in-law wanted to hire.
What lawyer?
You didn't know about this? Your mother-in-law wanted to hire a lawyer. And as I told Jen, there are better ways to handle this guy.
Why would you tell her that?
Because there are. Pretending he's gonna disappear, Mike, ain't gonna happen.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this one more time, and it better be the last time. I will deal with Craig. I do not want or need your help, neither does Jennifer. So stay out of it. Is that clear?
It really would mean a lot to Mike and me.
Jennifer, it's an honor to even be asked, and of course the answer is yes. I would love to be the little guy's godfather.
Yes,
absolutely.
Good, great. Oh, that makes me happy. So, how are you doing? I've been worried since Rosanna came back.
I'm fine. I had an epiphany last night. I didn't do anything wrong. This is not my fault, and I need to get on with my life.
Good to hear.
Yeah, it's good to say. You're not convinced.
Well, I have been worried that you would go to some dark place and that we would lose you to it.
Yeah, well, you almost did, but I had some help, and I narrowly escaped the dark abyss.
Help? Like a therapist?
Yeah, friend. Good friend.
Are you seeing someone?
I think so. I don't know. I hope so. What?
Nothing. No, that's great. Who is the lucky woman?
You'll be the first to know. Well, she's got to kind of work through some things, and she's not, as comfortable with the timing as I am.
You're not instilling a great deal of confidence in me.
Everything's going to be fine, and I'm happy. And we just need to jump through a few more hoops, and we're going to be really good together. I know it.
Will you just hear me out, Emily? I've been going crazy since you left. And you were right. I got scared. I got jealous. I didn't give you the trust or the support that you need. But I want you to come home, Emily. I will make it up to you. I swear I will. I know that we can work this out.
Yeah, you're not the only one to blame for what went wrong.
What's past is past. Forget it.
I'm not talking about the past, okay?
What are you saying? You can't forgive me for the things that I've done?
I'm saying that you're not going to be able to forgive me for what I've done.
Forgive you? Forgive you for what? Look, if this is about Paul...
What about Paul?
It was wrong for me not to trust you with him. You've been friends for a long time, and it only makes sense that he would turn to you during this whole Rosanna ordeal.
No, hell.
And for me to suggest that this situation was anything like the one with Chris Hughes, I'm sorry, Emily. I know you better than that. Instead of being a jealous idiot, I should have been trying to be as good a friend to you as Paul is.
No. You've always been a good friend to me. You have.
So scared I was going to lose you. I almost ended up doing just that. But it's not too late, is it? Come on. I mean, you're going to give this jaded old cop one more chance to get it right, aren't you?
You're the one who shouldn't be giving me another chance.
Why? All you did was stand up for yourself and put me in my place.
No, it's something much worse than that. Just...
Come on, Emily, stop being so hard on yourself.
I did it. I slept with him, okay? I slept with Paul.
And how are you? How's the baby? Craig still giving you a hard time?
Well, the baby's great. And Craig, he's actually backed off a bit, which probably just means he's off figuring out his next move.
Mike's a little worried about you, Jen. I mean, he stopped by yesterday.
Really? Well, what did he want?
He wants me to back off whatever plans I had to do battle with Craig because he wants to battle Craig on his own, which is completely naive. But at least you know that you're his #1 priority.
Yeah, well, we both are.
Just be careful. I mean, Craig usually gets what he wants, no matter what the cost. And Mike may have his heart in the right place, but he's no match for Montgomery.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, you'd be a fool to take on Montgomery yourself.
I'd be a bigger fool to let you drag Jen into your dirty maneuvers against him. Seems your attempts so far have failed miserably.
Well, at least we're trying. All I hear out of you is talk.
Because what I think or do with regard to my wife's none of your damn business. That's why.
You're right. It's your family. You do what you gotta do.
I will, and call off Deacon. We don't need a watchdog.
What about when you're not around, like last night? Deacon told me you got in late.
You got spying on us now,
Jennifer was alone and worried, and my boy had to work an extra shift till you got home.
Sounds like spying to me.
If you don't want someone else to look after your wife, then you be there to do it yourself.
You're doing this for Paul's sake, aren't you? So he'll show up and stop the wedding as some kind of test, isn't it? To prove that he still loves you.
Carly, that's not gonna happen.
Why not? Well, you went to see him, right? You told him how much you still love him, didn't you? You asked him for another chance, didn't you?
Oh, Carly, look, I've got a million things to do. I gotta get ready for
Tell me what happened when you went to see Paul. It doesn't matter what happened. Of course it matters. You are about to make one of the biggest mistakes of your life, and I would like to know why. How can you marry Craig when you and I both know that you still love Paul?
He doesn't love me.
He told you that?
Yes, he did. He told me that it was over and that I should accept it and move on.
Well, he didn't mean it.
He meant it.
No, he didn't. He loves you. He loves you now just as much as he ever did. I know it. And if you marry Craig today, you will lose Paul forever. Is that really what you want to do?
Coming up on As the World
If
Turns.
anybody's going to deal with Craig, it's going to be me, your husband. So stop plotting with Dusty behind my back.
I guess you didn't have much luck talking her out of getting married to me.
It's early yet.
Oh.
That's right.
All I'm saying is don't think you'll be bouncing out of the hospital like you just had your teeth cleaned. You need to take it easy. And you need somebody to pick you up after surgery like Lily or Sierra.
Please stop harping on that.
Okay, fine. We should discuss one thing, though. Do you have a living will?
My living will? What has that got to do with it? A simple routine procedure.
It's just a precaution. And you're a smart lady who likes taking precautions.
Well, I think a living will for this kind of a... I think it's just too dramatic.
So you don't have one? We'll get one. And I should think you should also have a power of attorney, just in case something happens.
All right. That's enough. That's enough of all of that. I'm going to be just fine.
Are you trying to win an award here? Stiff upper lip of the year? Because I've got news for you. Going through this alone isn't going to win you anything. Look, can you at least just promise me that you'll have someone to pick you up? If not one of your daughters, a friend?
A bosom buddy? Is that all?
Yes.
Meg? Thanks.
Stop being so melodramatic, Craig. You know it doesn't work on me.
All right, what's he done now?
Rosanna and I are getting married.
What? She changed her mind?
You knew about this?
Well, only that he had proposed to her, so she's gonna give you another shot, huh?
I'd say it's much more than a shot. Excuse me while I go check on.
What was that about?
Well, last night Craig and I had a little heart-to-heart, and he told me that he proposed to Rosanna. He just needs legitimacy so he can get custody of his child.
Give me a break. It's going to take more than a marriage license to give that guy even a semblance of legitimacy.
Didn't you try to talk him out of it?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, I can't believe that Rosanna would agree to be used like this, let alone agree to marry him again.
I don't know. They have some kind of understanding.
Well, I don't understand, and we need to stop this before anything crazy happens.
No, just let it be. If Craig wants to get married and Rosanna wants to let it happen, just let it be.
Look, you are wasting your time, Carly. I have no future with Paul. He's made that perfectly clear, and I'm not going to beg somebody to love me who doesn't.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that's true. But even if it is true, you still can't marry Craig. What kind of future do you expect to have with that man?
Look, this is what I have chosen to do, and you can either stay here and support me, or you can go.
Rosanna, please. I know that you and I have not always seen eye to eye, but you are my sister. I love you, and I don't want to see you make this big mistake.
Rosanna! Rosanna! But it's late. You're not changed.
Yes.
Anything wrong?
No, everything's fine. Listen, you can choose to share this day with me or not. It's up to you. I'm gonna get dressed.
So, I guess you didn't have much luck talking her out of getting married to me.
It's early yet.
How'd it go?
Paul said he would be honored to be the baby's godfather.
It's great. It's great. How's he holding up?
Oh, he seems well. He's seeing somebody. I couldn't get him to tell me who, but I just hope he doesn't end up getting hurt again.
Good. He could use a little happiness in his life.
Yeah. Well, too bad. Everybody can't be as lucky as we are.
Yeah.
What is it?
Dusty was here, dropped off some papers for you.
Okay, but that's not what's got you upset.
Remember how you told me last night that you trusted me?
And I do.
Mm-hmm. You also said you knew I'd never let you down.
Mike, what is it?
It goes both ways, Jen.
What did Dusty say?
He said that you two have been plotting moves against Craig to get him off your back. What are you getting into, Jen? Why do I have to hear it from someone else?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
How long?
It was just the other night after we fought, after I came here to stay.
So you let me show up here today, pour my heart out, beg you to come back, and you don't say a word? You just stand there and you let me hang myself? Was that fun, Emily? Did you get a charge out of it?
Well, it was...
I don't want to hear your excuses.
I'm not making excuses. It happened.
It happened? Like an accident? No plan? You didn't just plan to move out so you'd be free of me, free to do what you want, free to sleep with Paul Ryan?
I moved out because things weren't working out between us. I left because you pushed me away.
We were having a rough patch, Emily. All couples go through it. But if you love each other, if you care, you work things through. You don't pack up, move out, and jump into bed with another man. Of course, that seems to be a pattern with you.
Don't do that. Don't compare this to what happened with Chris.
Amazing. Now we're back to this is my fault.
No, listen, you need to face the fact that things weren't working between us. The truth is, I lost you a long time ago. And you know what? You moving Barbara into our house did not help matters.
The only reason Barbara moved into my house was to help Will, and you understood that.
Well, it didn't make things any easier, did it?
And what the hell does that have to do with you sleeping with Paul?
Nothing. And everything. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you. It's done. And I can't take it back, so can we just talk about what we're gonna do now?
When I came here, I was willing to do anything, Emily, to get this marriage back on track. I was ready to fight for it with my last breath. But now, you haven't left me anything worth fighting for.
So what does that mean?
I think you know what it means.
What happened? My marriage just ended.
Emily, he's still out there. He's just sitting in the car. Go talk to him.
I don't think he wants to hear anything else I have to say.
Why are you giving up like this? You're letting a wonderful man walk out of your life.
I messed up.
Why?
Okay? I did a really foolish thing, and I can't undo it.
Oh, no. Tell me it's not what I think it is.
I don't want to have this conversation.
Or who I think it is. Tell me that it can't be true. You're not having an affair with Paul Ryan. Oh, Emily, how can you do that? How can you do that to yourself? To Hal? To Daniel? Come on.
I don't have an answer for you, okay?
But it's so stupid. You're throwing away the best thing that ever
you know what?
happened
I don't
to
need a lecture from
For
you.
What?
Just shut up. I don't need a... Just leave me alone.
is a good idea.
I didn't say it was a good idea, but we're not going to talk Craig out of getting married. He's not going to listen to us. It's only going to alienate him, and we don't want to do that because he's at his most dangerous when he thinks he's outnumbered, even by blondes.
She's got a point.
Yeah, I guess. But this is bad. I can't help but think, what is this going to do to Mike and Jennifer? I mean, now that Craig has Rosanna, he has her resources, her
Why
money.
is that even any of your concern? Didn't Mike and Jennifer make it abundantly clear that you should butt out? That they would solve their own problems?
Well, I can't stop worrying about them. With Rosanna and Craig joining forces, Jennifer and her baby may not stand a chance.
Okay, yes. Dusty and I had one, maybe two conversations about how to handle Craig, but that's all they were. They were just conversations.
He gave me the impression that you agreed that the only way to deal with Craig was to go down to his level and play dirty.
Look, you and I both know how ruthless Craig can be, and Dusty was just worried that
I don't care what Dusty's worried about. If anybody's going to deal with Craig, it's going to be me, your husband. So stop plotting with Dusty behind my back.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't... Look, the thing is that Craig is never gonna back down, okay? So we have to be prepared for anything. So if we are gonna fight him together, then we need a plan. So you tell me what you want to do.
Oh, sorry.
Looks like your day's going about as well as mine.
Oh, believe me, yours couldn't begin to compare. Now, what did you want to see me about so urgently?
You know that Craig's back in town.
Yes, I heard. What are you doing about it?
Everything I can.
Well, good. I'm glad. Can I go now?
Wait a second. What's the hurry? You got a massage with Paolo or what?
I wish. I wish. Okay, just tell me, simply and succinctly, what you need from me, so I can be on my way.
I want to run some ideas by you. They're not exactly on the up and up.
You handle Craig any way you want to. I don't even have to know about it. You just get the job done.
It's under control.
I'm glad to hear that.
What's going on with you? Hold on a second. Something's going on. I can tell. Why don't you talk and I'll listen.
I meant what I said to you. I meant what I said to Rosanna. I am falling in love with you.
Then you don't know yourself very well, because I saw the look in your face. I saw the way you looked at her when you were telling her you didn't love her. Oh, God, you've got so much to work out. And that's okay. You know, no, it's okay. I just can't be the person you used to work through it.
You don't need to do this. You don't need to be afraid right now, Emily. I know what I want.
Knock it down.
What's wrong?
Nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Katie, you startled me.
I just came to wish you well.
Are you sure?
Well, it is a surprise. I mean, you have to admit, this happened pretty quickly. Kind of like my wedding to Henry. You know, the only reason we planned that whole wedding in the first place was so that Mike would rush in and stop things. Pretty stupid idea, huh? It didn't even work. And there I was, married to a man that I didn't love as much as he should be loved.
And you're telling me this because?
When you marry for the wrong reasons, You never imagine how bad things can get. They can get downright ugly for everyone involved.
Well, thank you for sharing now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, Henry and I had bad luck. Maybe you and Craig won't. Well, I guess it's probably about time to get things started. Are you ready?
Hey, honey, what you got there? Is that my high school yearbook?
Daddy said you'd be in there, but I can't find you.
Okay, come here. Let me show you a picture of me when I was a kid, okay? Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's see, where would I be? Oh! There you go.
You look pretty.
Thanks, honey. Wow.
What is it, Aunt Meg?
Just someone I used to know a long time ago.
You feel something's wrong with me? You want me to tell you what it is? All right, I will. I'll tell you. I'm unable to make the fundraiser this evening.
Why do you look like it's the end of the world?
Because it's so important. I mean, somebody has to represent worldwide. Would you go in my stead?
What about Sierra? She loves that sort of thing, doesn't she?
Oh, no. Sierra's too busy. No, she couldn't possibly tear herself away.
What about you? Where are you gonna be?
And how is that any of your concern
My
at all?
curiosity and concern, maybe the two working together.
Actually, I'm going to Chicago to the office, and I'm going to be there most of the evening.
I don't believe you.
That's because you're a naturally suspicious person. Thank God. Now, you worry. You worry about Craig.
I got it handled, I told you.
Okay. That's the end of the conversation.
First of all, I want you to promise me that you are not going to get involved in any of Dusty's schemes. I mean, no matter how clever he makes them sound, they always backfire. And you and I will deal with Craig on the up and up. Deal?
Deal.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. So what is it? What happened?
I had to be honest. I had to tell him.
Yeah. Of course you did.
I just looked at his face. It was awful. He was so hurt.
Your marriage with Hal was over long before today. You wouldn't have been with me if you didn't know in your heart that things were over a long time ago between you and Hal.
Make quite a pair, you and me, huh?
We make a hell of a pair.
You really think so? I mean, even after everything I said to you last night about not wanting to be used and how I think you're not over Rosanna?
I'm over Rosanna. I am. You and I are in the same place right now, and everything is pushing us together. Deep down, Emily, you know that we belong together. You wouldn't be here right now If you didn't think so, you wouldn't have come looking for me.
Look, I'm sorry things didn't work out for you and Henry, but your situation is really nothing like mine.
Well, I do know this. Your heart is broken, Rosanna. And Craig wants a shot at getting his child. He's your shelter from the storm. You're his appearance of stability. You're about to turn a battle into a massacre, and the only person that's gonna get hurt is that little child. Do you really want that on your conscience, Rosanna? After everything you've been through already?
Shall we begin?
Yes, please.
Look at Mr. Smug. What the hell is wrong with Rosanna?
There's nothing you can do about it, Carly.
You want a bed? Wait, everybody, I'm really sorry. I just need a moment. I feel like, I think I'm gonna be sick. Paul, it's Carly. If you're there, please pick up. Rosanna's in trouble. You need to get over to Fairwinds as soon as possible. Carly, it's Emily. What's going on? Is something happened? Does something happen to Rosanna? Well, no, but it's about to. Just tell Paul to get over here as soon as he can. Carly. Carly, hello? Hello?
I know it's a little early for a drink, but I know I could use one. How about you?
When you marry for the wrong reasons, you never imagine just how bad things might end up.
On the next As the World Turns.
If it doesn't happen,
What do you mean if it doesn't happen?
you sure you want to go through with this?
Why don't you go out there and tell Rosanna that she deserves to have it all? Real love. True love. And not this marriage of convenience. A call from Carly. It wasn't for me. She wanted to talk to you. Not Rosanna.